Chapter 46, My Heart Already Belongs to Someone. Su Cheng didn't have any idea of what a celebrity's signing event would be like. In his eyes, it wasn't something big, yet who would have thought that the area would be crowded by an ocean of people, all of them lining up for Lin Chugxiu to sign something. He didn't expect that within 3 years, Lin Chugxiu would already successfully conquer so many fan groups in Huaxia. At first, he thought Lin Chugxiu would be in quite a bit of discomfort after she followed him back to live in Huaxia, yet he didn't think Lin Chugxiu would be so much more successful in her career than he was. If the arranged marriage didn't exist, maybe she would be living an even better life, right? Seeing the police officer's arrival backstage, the organizer company's manager began talking to them. Hurry, Lin Chugxiu's car's almost here. You guys go and escort her. Su Cheng's butt didn't even warm up the chair yet and he was sent on a mission. He pouted and asked in confusion, are these fans crazy? One of the officers that came to help out from another district laughed and told him, of course. Lin Chugxiu's third album was hyped up for a year before release, and she barely made any public appearances like this before. The fans are already desperate. To be honest, Su Cheng did felt a bit of discomfort in his heart. In the past, he was in the military, so it was easier on him since he didn't see anything. However, suddenly witnessing so many people in love with his wife, he had a bitter and indescribable feeling. An RV that specifically belonged to Lin Chugxiu drove over, and the fans with sharp eyes immediately screamed and rushed over. Fortunately, the security guards kept them under control so the pathing of the RV wasn't affected. However, these fans were getting more and more enthusiastic, and even the security guards almost couldn't hold them anymore. The overwhelmed captain immediately shouted at Su Cheng, who didn't seem to be doing anything, "Why are you just standing there? Come over and protect Miss Lin Chugxiu." Then, a red high heel came down from the RV, and immediately after, Lin Chugxiu appeared in the public eye with a lowered head in sunglasses and 2 hands holding her deep orange dress. The scene immediately triggered deafening screams from the fans. Su Cheng came up and kept her protected behind his back, following the path to the backstage of the signing event. The fans were all trying to shove their way closer to Lin Chugxiu, and the 2 lines of security guards guarding the sides of the path were almost broken. While holding her head down and keeping on moving to be on schedule, Lin Chugxiu also raised her thin and snow-white arms and waved at the fans. Lin Chugxiu! Princess Snow! The crowds were all shouting her name. Many people wanted to reach out and try to touch her, and as a result, Su Cheng's uniform was all scratched from all the hands reaching in, since he was her shield. Lin Chugxiu hid behind Su Cheng and already recognized him. Immediately, she pretended to blame him and said, "If I get caught, then I will complain to your supervisor." Su Cheng rolled his eyes. "Are you doing this on purpose? Why would you pick Shang Cheng of all places to hold your signing event? All thanks to you, my uniform and chest are all scratched up." Lin Chugxiu chuckled. "Fine, I will tell the organizer to cancel this signing event and just say that someone named Su Cheng didn't want me here." Su Cheng was speechless. "You the best." After successfully bringing Lin Chugxiu to the backstage, Su Cheng let out a sigh of relief. He immediately took off his uniform to check and saw that his chest was all red and scratched up. Just at that moment, the organizer's makeup artists and stylists came rushing in, and they waved at Su Cheng, "You can go now, your job here is done." Then, they also brought in a gentleman-like young man and went into Lin Chugxiu's dressing room. When Su Cheng turned around, he saw that little assistant of Lin Chugxiu's, Lan. Lan also recognized Su Cheng, and her smile immediately changed into indifference as she said coldly, "You're still hung up on Sister Lin? Let me tell you, she's not in the same world as you. Did you see that young master from the Chen family earlier that just went in? This time, it was all thanks to him that Sister Lin could hold this signing event in this giant shopping square. In comparison to him, what can you provide for Sister Lin? I really don't believe that you don't have ulterior motives. How about this, tell me, How much money do you want in return for dismissing the marriage privately with her? Give me a price, and if it's reasonable, our company will pay it out. Su Cheng didn't want to deal with this woman and he directly walked past her. To his back, Lan said, the company still has many areas that we need young Master Chen's help in, and we are intending to spread some rumors between him and Miss Lin to boost popularity. I hope you don't come out and cause a problem. Su Cheng stopped in his tracks. He was willing to give Lin Chuxue freedom, but that didn't mean he would permit other people to hurt her. He turned around and looked at Lan. Does Chuxue know about this? That won't be your business. Lan replied, you should go outside and maintain order, that's your business. Then you shouldn't interfere with any of my business too. Su Cheng was too lazy to deal with Lan anymore. He just lit a cigarette and started smoking in the corridor, while his ears were already locked onto what was happening in the dressing room. There came a man's voice, and Su Cheng could tell with his butt that it was probably young Master Chen, since he was the only male that walked in there. Chuxue, how is it? Are you satisfied with my arrangement? I was concerned that the fans might be a bit overwhelming, so I especially used my connections and pulled the police officers over to help and coordinate. So it turned out to be him that was able to convince the bureau director, Su Cheng muttered in his heart. Looking at young Master Chen through the mirror, Lin Chuxue faintly said, can you excuse me and get out first, I'm still putting on makeup. Under normal circumstances, women didn't like men looking at them while they were doing makeup, not to mention Lin Chuxue didn't even like this self-entitled young Master Chen. He was the only guy in the dressing room at the moment, so if someone were to gossip, the rumors would spread like wildfire. Young Master Chen suddenly waved his hand, gesturing the markup artists and stylists to stop and get out. After those people left, he took out a ring box from his suit's pocket, placed it on the dressing table, and said to Lin Chuxue, Chuxue, you are about 23 years old now, right? It's a good time for you to get married, and mine as well. Will you marry me? Lin Chuxue didn't even glance at the ring on the table, and her face darkened. Thanks for arranging the location for me, I didn't know you were involved and thought the company just took care of everything. I appreciate your work, but I think I actually bring more value to the location rather than vice versa. If you want to get married, you should go and find someone else. I'm not in the mood to joke with you. Young Master Chen got a bit anxious. I'm not joking, please carefully consider it. Lin Chuxue looked at the man in front of her and sneered, do you think all women in the entertainment industry can be easily conquered with your money? You, young Master Chen, are a pro hunter in the entertainment circle. Others might fall for your money but I couldn't care less. Lin Chuxue had been very determined about her feelings, any man who showed her affection or emotion would be nipped at the bud by her cold attitude. This was also the reason why she was quiet and liked to be alone. After she spoke, she got up and prepared to head out of the dressing room, but her wrist was grabbed by young Master Chen. His face darkened as he said, Lin Chuxue, know your place. Do you know how many wealthy families in this country are willing to accept a celebrity into the family? I can give you whatever you want. Lin Chuxue turned around, pulled her hand away, and said, but I can't give you anything. Young Master Chen hesitated for a second. Lin Chuxue looked at him and said, enunciating each word, my heart already belongs to someone, and it's not you. Remember, nothing you do will be able to change it. Hearing that from the dressing room, Su Cheng bitterly smiled, is that why you were unwilling and wanted to reject your dad's arrangement of our marriage?